Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about self-taping. And what I mean by that is you're an actor, you get an audition, you're asked to put it on tape, and that means you need to record it with some form of device. It needs to sound good, look good. Obviously you want to do a good job in your performance and get it back to your agent or your manager so they can get it out to producers, directors, etc. so they can consider you realistically for the job. So what do you need? Okay, I'm going to give you some top tips and some little tricks that may be of some use. Number one, a backdrop. Either a piece of fabric like this is on a stand, but I'm actually going to wall mount it soon, or you can paint a wall. Paint the wall blue, grey or green are the kind of three main colours. Secondly, lights. You need LED lights, ones that you can preferably control to be dimmable. Ideally a 3-point light system, so you'll have a left and right light and ideally a light behind you, or you can go with a ring light, which I have now in front of me, so I just have one light lighting me and some natural light coming through my windows for this particular video. And you really need to play around with lighting so you get it just right, so you're clear and visible to the viewer. Outside of that, I highly recommend a microphone. I use a plug-in Rode mic on my camcorder, and I use a Panasonic 4K camcorder. You can also use a mobile phone if it has a really good camera on it, or a decent camera like the iPhone or some of the Android devices. Cool. Along with your LED lighting and your camcorder or your iPhone, you definitely need to have light stands and a camera stand, because you want to be able to control the height of the light and the camera. And I recommend shooting slightly above and down on you when you're filming your performance. Outside of that, I always like to have a stool. Now you might think, why does he want a stool? So I'll just pick this up. There's a stool. And this stool is really useful because it's a stool that doesn't swivel, so if you need to do something seated, you can sit on it and you don't have that kind of movement going on. And I use the stool for many things. I can use it as a table to place props on if I want to use props in the performance. And what I mean by props is you don't always have to use the prop in the camera, the viewer's eye line, but sometimes rather than, if you're pouring a drink, it's nice to have a bottle here, pour the drink, and it feels more realistic and it feels more comfortable for you as an actor to perform the task as opposed to miming it. This stool can also be used something I kneel on or something that I touch against, and it also gives me my center mark, so it keeps me in the center of the camera.
Hello. Outside of the technical part of things, of course in the self-tape it's important to focus on the performance. Today we had to shoot an audition for a period piece, and it's not advised, actually it can work against you if you use a full costume for the role, or fancy dress. That's a no-no, but you can wear like a hint of that era, or something that will remind you, if you do your research and see how the women were dressing in that time period or how they wore their hair, without getting too crazy, you can slightly, do something similar. So today I was wearing this velvet coat, which I think would be working for the role, and I put my hair in a certain way, just because I thought that would be useful for me and to perform that particular character. Anyway, we get tons of self-tapes nowadays, and it's very easy to get more opportunities. That's why I think if you do a good job, you can nail it and have a project somewhere in another country.
Oh, lovely. That's a good audition.
Thank you.
Oh, you see, and you must always give acknowledgement after doing a good job.
Oh, it's still recording. Oh, hello! Hi! We're still here. Have a good day.
So,
have great auditions.
And for you people out there who have a small child or a baby like we have, we've had to fit the audition in a time period while she's gone down for a sleep, and we've literally just finished and she's just waking up. So great timing. But
yeah, and she's not alone because she has a baby monitor, so we're always checking on her.
We're watching her on here, so there she is doing a little dance in her cot. See ya.